Hello everyone and welcome to the 2000 subscriber special. So in case you haven't noticed, which I guess is the case for most of you, recently, I think a couple of weeks ago, this channel has surpassed the 2000 subscriber mark, and originally I hadn't planned to do anything, but it's been suggested to me by a subscriber, and actually I thought it wasn't that bad of an idea. So therefore today we're going to take a look at the first ever WCG Grand Final of Warcraft 3. And this game, maybe let me just pause here to give you guys a little bit of historical context to this game, since, you know, if we're taking a look at such a historical best of 3, then, you know, why not introduce it properly? And I don't want to miss, the beginning of the game by doing so. So this game was played on October 18th of 2003, so this is a solid 12 and a half years old by now. And back then this was actually a pretty controversial tournament, and that's because in July of 2003 the Frozen Throne had been released and everyone was already practicing the Frozen Throne, but the WCG nevertheless decided to play this tournament, which, you know, was held a couple months after the TFT release, in Reign of Chaos, and therefore the players had to go back to practice Reign of Chaos for this pretty prestigious tournament, which, by the way, was not the first ever World Championship in Warcraft 3, as the ESWC was always played in the summer prior to the WCG. So ESWC 2003 had already been played at the time this best of 3 was played. So anyway, some of the players which didn't make it too far, for example, Czech was a pretty big surprise, dropped out in the round of 16, I believe. Of course, could just blame the fact that they were already practicing the Frozen Throne and weren't as good in Reign of Chaos anymore. And therefore, some players didn't give like full credit to the two players who made it to the final here, which are here the player in red, the Chinese human player with the very imaginative nickname ChinaHuman, and in gray here in the top right, the Bulgarian human player Insomnia. And is there anything else to say? I don't really think so. And I think therefore we can take a look at the games right now. So as I said, it's ChinaHuman against Insomnia. As you just saw, ChinaHuman did a bit of power build on his Altar of Kings. As I said previously, it is Reign of Chaos, so all the heroes have available to themselves here is AM, MK and Paladin. No Blood Mage, no Tavern, no Frozen Throne units such as, Spellbreakers, Dragonhawk Riders, Shop, Staff of Sanctuary, all that stuff is not available to the players here, both with an AM. ChinaHuman's AM slightly faster, and Insomnia starts scouting here, so does ChinaHuman. And the map, by the way, is Duskwood, a map that I haven't seen in a very long time. It's got the heal fountain in the middle, it's got rather easy to creep expansions, and it's got some of the hardest creep camps in all of competitive one-on-one Warcraft 3 maps, which is this one here. So other than that, I guess not all too much to say. A shop here, which is a Reign of Chaos shop, so it's different from the TFT shop. You can buy like potions and Wand of Negation and those kinds of items. And yeah, ChinaHuman starts to creep. Insomnia, as you can see on the minimap right now, is heading out towards the bottom of his base right now as well. Both of them bringing a few militia to aid them in their creeping endeavors. ChinaHuman with the first bunch of XP. The Giant Wolf here drops Wands of Illusion. The Giant Wolf for Insomnia drops the Sentry Ward. This type of item drop also can of course drop the Lightning Shield, which both of the players were hoping for here, as it was by far the most powerful item, especially in Human Mirror, of this kind of drop set. Fortunately for us, neither of the players did find the Lightning Shield, so neither of them is going to get a huge advantage here early on, just due to more lucky item drop. ChinaHuman starts attacking. Insomnia starts attacking as well. He's in the meantime pulling Militia again to creep his expansion, going for the Direwolf first. And ChinaHuman, forgot the Cloak of Shadows here, is pulling some Militia right now as well. So it looks like both of them approaching this in a not too different fashion, except for the fact that Insomnia did not take the time to creep this one. He's creeping his expansion more quickly though, sending the Militia back right now. Does not send the Militia back right now. So he's just going for tech plus expansion at the same time. I mean, I don't really need to start, you know, analyzing metagame or anything like that, because this, as I said, this is a 12.5-year-old best of 3, and therefore, like, nothing is really as it is these days. Or even in most of the games I cast usually. Since this game was played, you know, even like a bunch of years before the Extreme Masters, which I'm casting currently. So Insomnia is putting down his first sentry ward here. Both of them have a couple of scout farms. The AM did not yet reach level 3, and therefore he's gonna have to get going. So we can see ChinaHuman does have the level 3 already, thanks to this little creep camp that he's taken here, which provided this slight XP lead to him. In the meantime, Insomnia is sending his stuff back. His expansion is soon to finish. The techs are soon to finish as well, especially the tech of ChinaHuman, but he doesn't have the expansion yet. Defend already finished for the Chinese human here. And he even starts taking the red camp here in the middle, which I think is gonna work out pretty nicely for him, as it appears, since all of these creeps, the dragons as well as the lizards, do have piercing damage, and therefore defend footmen aren't taking all too much of that. And he's even extending his XP lead here, level 3.5 already against Insomnia, who's still struggling to get the level 3 here on his AM. One more kill is gonna provide that to him though, perhaps this footman, if ChinaHuman allows him to get it. And he's, yeah, pulling back too late. There's the level 3 for Insomnia as well, finally. And ChinaHuman is going to have to fall back for the moment. Of course, both of the players, especially Insomnia with his bunch of low HP footmen, would like to make use of the heal fountain right now. Another footman is being chased, and it looks like this one's... Is it gonna fall? No, yeah, it's actually falling. I think it was a deny though by Insomnia, since the water metal of ChinaHuman should not have been in range. Insomnia with another... He's skilled already. With another level 1 water metal here. Going to the shop right now, let's just take a quick look in the mains. Double Arcane Sanctum plus Mountain King for Insomnia. ChinaHuman with Mountain King as well. 1 Arcane Sanctum already finished. No second Arcane Sanctum though for him. And it is ChinaHuman who seems to be getting more of those middle creeps right now, at least for the moment, until Insomnia joins the action again. Scourge Bone Chimes for him. And yeah, Insomnia has skilled Blizzard here in addition. So all 3 skills on level 1 currently for him. Mountain King is now out, heading towards the middle. For ChinaHuman, he's not quite there yet, despite having the more quick tech AM. Level 4 has to fall back here, but not really any danger for him. And plenty of Insomnia's footmen are pretty low already, but with the Blizzard, so do ChinaHuman's footmen. MK has joined the party right now. No tier 3 tag on either side yet. Mountain King for ChinaHuman is coming as well. And his AM is getting a little bit suicidal here, not being punished for it though. Still full mana on the Mountain King of Insomnia, so no skill used thus far. By the way, boots as well on the AM, and Cloak of Shadows. And as you can see, all of the heroes, when spawning the first time, do get a town pot here, not only the first hero. And it looks like Wands of Negation have been bought by Insomnia at the shop, which basically provides 3 charges of the Dispel that the priests can do later on as well. So just to have a means of dealing with those water metals. And both of them are going for Clap first here, which back at the time cost way less mana than these days. I think 100. Another Clap is coming in. Maybe you guys did just pay attention how much mana that was. I think 100. And yeah, the footmen are being slowed here, and Clap plus Blizzard for Insomnia might do a pretty fine job here. Keep in mind that Spellbreakers are not a part of this game yet. And the first two sources of ChinaHuman are being caught on the way. Blizzard is coming in by ChinaHuman as well, who apparently is skilled level 1 Blizzard now upon reaching level 4 on his AM. Clap is killing a bunch of units on both sides, and this is looking like a pretty chaotic fight. First two priests for Insomnia on the field as well, and it's ChinaHuman who's pulling the town portal on his MK. Another Clap Blizzard coming in, but nothing has been killed by it. Also take a look at the little differences in design. The sorceresses are looking a little different. The priests, the AM is waving his wand all the time when casting Blizzard. Just a few of those details. By the way, expansion of ChinaHuman also finished in the meantime. Tier 3 coming, Blacksmith coming, and for Insomnia, Tier 3 is coming as well. Illusion casted here by ChinaHuman. His AM is just sitting tight. Building one tower here. Yeah, a lot of his stuff is on low HP. And surprisingly enough, he doesn't go to the fountain. He's probably afraid to be attacked there immediately by Insomnia, who seems to have the initiative right now. With 4 sorceresses on the field, this illusion is not going to get particularly far. And 3 priests as well against the only a bunch of footmen of ChinaHuman and 1 priest currently. Those are, army-wise, not exactly fair conditions, but Insomnia is not going to go for a quick attack here immediately, despite seeing the expansion being built here with his sentry ward, or being up and running here with his sentry ward. Mana burn against the Mountain King. A mana potion is just lying there on the ground, which he also just bought at the shop. Another AM illusion is coming in just though to look what's happening. The AM in the meantime is making quick use of the shop. Both of the players did pick up 1 heal scroll here, which against the mass AoE seems like a pretty important addition to the player's army. By the way, 47 supply for Insomnia, who is in low upkeep already. Keep in mind in Reign of Chaos, it's 40 for low upkeep, I think 60... No, 70. Oops. For high upkeep, and 90 is the limit. And yeah, plenty of AoEs coming in again against ChinaHuman's units, who's gotta pull back. He's pulling Militia at his expansion, which is still possible in this version here. Blizzard is going into the casters of Insomnia level 1. Blizzard not doing all too much though against the healing. The Mountain King's gotta be careful, but no bolt on either side available, so he's not in too much danger. Paladin is showing now. He's got to cast the Holy Light immediately, but the Mountain King is still in trouble. Clap slows down a bunch of Insomnia's units. ChinaHuman is trying his best to get his Mountain King to safety. Another Holy Light saves him for the moment. In the meantime, the Blizzard wasn't placed too nicely. Insomnia is doing a good job here, keeping the pressure up. The slow is doing amazing. And yeah, without breakers, it's actually a pretty decent weapon to use in Human Mirror. Level 2 now finally for the first of the Mountain King, which is the one of Insomnia. He's pulling a little bit towards the top. By the way, tier 3 should have been reached here in the meantime as well. First Knight is coming, Paladin is coming. Insomnia is pulling back for the moment. He's traded decently here. 54 supply against 42. The tech advantage is soon going to be not a factor anymore in this game, as Insomnia has reached tier 3 as well, and he's getting his Paladin out, and he's getting his tech on the way as well. Another footman. Is he getting the kill here? Not quite. First Knight is on the field already for ChinaHuman. Insomnia still has the way superior number of casters. So look at the slow plus bash combination. Everything is so slow for ChinaHuman. It's super difficult for him to take a fight. Using the Despair right now, Insomnia is just quickly falling back. It looks like he's not willing to give these creeps to ChinaHuman though. Invisible cast on the Mountain King. He's gonna come in from the right hand side again. First Knight joining Insomnia's army as well. The priests here are a little bit exposed. They are gonna have to be pulled back, which one of them is right now, and the Town Portal is coming in immediately as ChinaHuman realizes he's got no space to pull back here. And therefore, yeah, if he doesn't want to take the fight, he's going to have to use the Town Portal, which he did. Other than that, one more heal scroll has been bought on the Mountain King. He still has 1 Town Portal left, which was the one the Paladin got when first spawning, whereas Insomnia still has all 3 of his Town Portals. XP supply lead is shrinking a little bit here. Another level 2 water mantle spawned. Insomnia, I imagine, is going to skill level 2 Blizzard once he reaches level 4. Clap Blizzard is coming in once again, doing some decent damage against the M. And a couple of the priests, the knights, don't really get too much damage done. So far, ChinaHuman with his MK and the one knight very far up front. Clap is coming in again. Blizzard is coming in again against the casters. Insomnia has to pull back. Is reacting rather quickly though. Therefore not taking too much damage by the Blizzard and Clap combination. But the melee army of ChinaHuman still seems to be somewhat capable. The Mountain King needs to be healed here. Heal scroll used. The Paladin is out of mana. Just reached the 65 again. Little bit too late. And therefore the Mountain King of ChinaHuman has fallen. And he's gonna have to fight without the Clap for the moment, which isn't gonna make things any easier. Another bunch of militia have been called at the expansion. Bolt right now going on the Paladin. And he is probably going to run into some trouble. Next, there is no mana on any of those priests to use Dispel against the slow, and therefore the next hero of ChinaHuman is falling, and Insomnia is extending his lead here. 1-0 upgrades, by the way, on his knights, priests and sorks, both adept, a new mana potion, a new heal potion, a new heal scroll for Insomnia. The Mountain King is back for ChinaHuman. But yeah, now he's gonna have to fight without Paladin. 2 knights on both sides. 3rd knight for ChinaHuman joins the army. The problem for him is still the huge number of sorceresses, which he's having to deal with here. So Mountain King invisible once again by Insomnia. Blizzard is coming in by both of the players, actually nicely positioned by both of them, especially by Insomnia though, who's doing so much damage here to ChinaHuman, who's having a little bit of trouble getting his priests repositioned. The next Blizzard is coming in against the Sorks. Insomnia is reacting very quickly here. The one knight is taking a bunch of damage. Keep in mind there's no Holy Light currently. I'm assuming the Paladin's gonna be back in just a second. Another bunch of militia called here at the expansion, but militia against knights is also not exactly a battle that ChinaHuman desperately wants to take. Another knight is falling once again. The casters are being pulled away from the Blizzard. The next Clap is coming in by the Mountain King. The next Blizzard is coming in by Insomnia, and the majority of militia seems to be falling here. 2 of them are surviving. At the moment, no income at the expansion for ChinaHuman. The Mountain King is taking some more damage as well, and it seems like ChinaHuman is just slowly, well, not that slowly, falling apart here. Both of the knights are very low for the Chinese. Paladin is now back, but there's almost no front remaining. The next Blizzard is coming into the casters here. Clap hitting very nicely as well. Hardly any movement speed is available. Look at it. Both of the priests are being taken down by the Blizzard. Again, Insomnia is moving out of the Blizzard rather quickly. The Paladin already out of mana. Again, the Mountain King needs to be careful, but he's going down. And another hero lost for ChinaHuman. 36 supply against 62. The Paladin is gonna fall again as well. And GGG by ChinaHuman. Insomnia is taking the first map here. Right in the beginning, getting the expansion very quickly. One thing that I forgot to mention is in Reign of Chaos, you gain a lot more gold compared to TFT from creeping. Therefore, the fact that ChinaHuman got some more creeping done in the beginning somewhat negated the very early expansion by Insomnia. But eventually, it still wasn't enough as they, started fighting in the middle, and ChinaHuman couldn't continue his quick creeping. And Insomnia basically, from the mid game on, he always had more casters. He had level 3 only against a level 4 for quite a long time, but it still was enough to overcome the smaller sized army that ChinaHuman always had. ChinaHuman had to stop mining its expansion over and over again just to stay in the game, but couldn't do so couldn't do so until basically he got in an equal position. Never managed to do so, and kept falling behind further and further. Insomnia is in the lead with 1-0, and ChinaHuman is gonna have to equalize on the second map, Lost Temple.